Ioana Talk Plants?
Relatively new to Western culture, turmeric is an integral part of Asian culture and cuisine, particularly on the Indian subcontinent where it was used for 4,000 years. Scientific name Curcuma longa, family Zingiberaceae or Zingiberaceae, cousin ginger or Zingiber officinale, Zingiber officinale. Zingiber officinale, known as ginger root, the plant parts that we use from both ginger and turmeric are actually rhizomes. Rhizomes grow underground and are easily confused to being actual roots. Even the Greek root of the word, rhiza, meaning root, makes it confusing. But rhizomes are underground storage stems. These horizontal lines on rhizomes are nodes, similar to above-ground stems. Nodes are the points from where branches and leaves, branch out from. This feature of having nodes, these horizontal lines, it's a good indicator that these underground structures, the rhizomes, are actually modified stems. Turmeric plants and other members of Curcuma genus and Zingiberaceae family are mostly herbaceous and are beautiful even as ornamentals. Turmeric, also known as curcuma, curcumi, saffron de Inds, Indian saffron, haldi, harida, pasupu. In Sanskrit, turmeric has more than 53 names. This is how important this plant is to Vedic cultures. The name turmeric comes from Latin through French as terra merita, meritorious earth, resembling a mineral pigment. One of the most elemental Indian spices, turmeric is native to South India. Now cultivated throughout the tropical areas, with the highest production still from India. Turmeric lends curry its yellow-orange distinctive color, and it is used as a natural food coloring in cheese, butter, and other foods, including mustard. Mustard plant seeds used to make mustard are beige or brown, not yellow or orange as we are accustomed to see the color of mustard.
Actually, in my opinion, when you buy mustard, check the ingredients. If you don't see turmeric as one of the ingredients, just put it back on the shelf.
But when you're thinking about turmeric, the color of curry or mustard might not be what comes to mind. It is the anti-inflammatory properties that might bring you to explore more about turmeric. The word inflammation is derived from Latin, from inflamo or acetylite, ignite, sounding still in English very much like as inflame. Inflammation is our body's response to an injury, infection, toxins, fighting off the problem. As it reacts to invaders such as bacteria, viruses, allergen, or physical damage to your cells, your body releases chemicals that trigger an immune response. An increased blood flow to the area, bringing in white cells, antibodies, proteins. This increased blood flow, bringing in the troops to take care of the situation, is what causes the inflammation. Swelling, redness, and higher temperature to the location. We call this acute inflammation, from a cut, a twisted ankle, a hurt knee, or dealing with the cold. And it will last for a few hours to a few days. But when this inflammatory response leaves your body in a continuous state of alert, that leads to chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation has a negative impact on your tissues and organs. And the best course of action is to identify the cause of this chronic inflammation, then address it and eliminate the cause, not just address the symptoms. Symptoms such as inflammation and pain are a wake-up call that there is a problem. When time comes to address the symptoms, we turn to anti-inflammatory drugs, as simple as aspirin and other aspirin-like medication. And then there's turmeric. Turmeric is used both internally and externally for a multitude of applications. Curcumin, the main ingredient found in turmeric, it's considered to have antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal properties, and it is considered a natural immunity booster. Integrating turmeric consumption can give relief from a cold, cough, sore throat, sinus, and joint inflammation. It might even control blood sugar levels. Due to its blood-thinning properties, turmeric is considered to improve heart health. It is full of antioxidants, and turmeric is considered to prevent cancers and Alzheimer's. A small amount of turmeric might improve liver function, helping the body get rid of toxins, which in turn will give your skin a healthier glow. It is important to choose a reliable source of turmeric, preferably organically or ecologically grown. Also emphasizing on the small amounts. Too much, even of a good thing, could be damaging to your health. My suggestion of integrating turmeric in your life. Make a mixture of the following plant powders: turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and black pepper on a 6:1:1:2 ratio. Meaning 6 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Keep this in a jar in the pantry and use it in a soup, in a stew, bread dough, or how about this beautiful golden rice? Here I add some extra black pepper. In warm milk, or maybe oat milk, coconut milk, kefir, or a drinkable yogurt. Or simply in hot water. If it tastes terrible to you, add honey, maple syrup, or lemon juice. Start with small amounts, as little as 1/8 of a teaspoon in a glass of hot water. Starting small is a good idea for a couple of reasons. One, you want your digestive system to get used to it, as well as your taste buds. If you dislike it, you will not be inclined to have a glass of warm water with turmeric in it every morning on an empty stomach, half an hour before breakfast. When using turmeric, most of the active ingredient, curcumin, will go just right through your system with very little absorption. In order to increase the level of bioavailability, or how much of this curcumin active ingredient is actually accessible by your body, you use other chemicals that will help retain more of the ingested curcumin. In this case, the synergistic interaction between multiple herbals, ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, is what works. People in areas where turmeric was used for thousands of years have discovered many such combinations. Here we use ginger, cinnamon, and especially black pepper. Ginger and cinnamon are very important on their own ways, but to increase turmeric bioavailability, black pepper is the key. Black pepper contains piperul. Besides additional herbals that improve bioavailability, healthy lipids also help curcumin absorption, probably making coconut milk a great option. Experiment with what you would like, and more importantly, with what your body tolerates. Cautions. Using turmeric is mostly safe in small amounts as a spice in foods. Larger amounts as medicine could be problematic, particularly in some cases. It is a blood thinner, a red flag if you're already on blood thinning medication, as simple as aspirin. If you're about to have a surgery, stop using turmeric as well as most herbals or all herbals 2 weeks before surgery. If you're pregnant, it can cause menstrual period or stimulate the uterus. Taking in high amount might interfere with iron absorption, making it a big problem in case of iron deficiency. Might even lower testosterone levels and reduce sperm count, making it a problem that reduces male fertility. High amount of turmeric can cause problems in case of liver disease, in case of gallbladder stones or bile duct blockage. Too much turmeric can make it worse. Curcumin might act like an estrogen, which gives a negative impact for hormone-sensitive conditions, such as breast, ovarian, or uterine cancers, endometriosis, and uterine fibroids. Plants adapted to store chemicals such as curcumin not to solve human health issues such as inflammation, but to protect themselves from animals that would eat them, such as herbivores. Most of such chemicals have adverse effects in high doses. Discuss with your healthcare provider before you include more turmeric in your life. Then explore turmeric as a spice in your foods and beverages.